it's Yulin days. Look, it's Yulin days. Look, it's Yulin days. Nothing but Yulin days in the handicap division title match of the Desert Open, as Riley and Rennell have worked their way through the match play bracket through an exhausting weekend of competition here to play each other for the title. Whoever wins, it'll be their first career JBT title. Whoever wins gets free brackets and raffle tickets and a quarter-final berth in the TPC. Whoever wins gets the first nap on the way home to Northern California. Whoever wins their first major, and of course, the coveted glass cactus on the line here. Rennell's got to win this match by 28 pins to tie, 29 to win, and so far she's in good shape as she has already made up that handicap through only 3 frames. Riley has yet to mark, while Rennell has stayed clean. So good news all around for the young lady right now, as it's been a ladies' day over in the handicap division, as Riley's going to throw his 4th Open. In the round of 8 in the handicap division, there were 7 girls and this dude. Riley got through that round by eliminating Bex Boyko in her finale, so we get so many finales this time of year. And then Riley beat Leah Zwag, who made it back-to-back top 4s in major events. She was runner-up at TPC, comes in 4th today. Rennell beat 16 seed Victoria Potter from Muir. All right, kiddo. Will that be the first strike? No, it won't. Rennell beat up Potter in the round of 8 and then beat Destiny Johnson, the Desert Open champ here 2 years ago, in the semifinal. So lots of great storylines today. Will Riley crash a girls' day out here? Or Rennell beat up on big brother, older brother at least, here in the title match? Riley needs a mark just to get his feet under him. Now this is not going to be it. Oh my goodness. Glenfair is a fantastic facility. We're so happy to be here, but the worst thing about Glenfair is when you throw it in the gutter, it goes kablamo. The whole world knows that you've guttered. I speak from experience. Unfortunately, I had a thunk right there, as Rennell is just being handed this match. Big brother's being too polite here right now. Too polite to little younger sister. I should keep saying is Rennell is taller, but Rennell is a year younger. She's only 13 years old. And by the way, yes, this is a 13-year-old young lady. She's got game, folks. Give me an absolute factor. Look at that pure form. However, pure form is only half the battle. You still got to hit what you're looking at. We are on a brutal lane pattern, 48 feet of oil, flat and in the middle, and it plays like it's 28 feet in the middle, and then just nothing but out of bounds, right of about 10 or 11. Extremely low scores, the name of the game all day. Eric Hatchett's title match winning 244 may have been the high game all day. We're talking some of the very best 21 and under bowlers in the country. Of course, we have a girls scratch division. She covers up this very nicely in most of our regular season JBT events. That's simultaneous with the rest of the tournament, so look for her to be a factor in this coming up. Lancaster up in the corner of the Mojave Desert. They just started with us about halfway through the year and have done a lot of traveling. They have done a lot of improving. I remember telling them early on they were missing all the cuts. I said, just hang in there. We're a little different, throwing all these different patterns at you, all these strange bowlers. You know, it'll start to come, and then they started making cuts. Then they each started making top 5s, and here they are bowling each other for a major title. It's nice to have the family free roll. Are you really going to Wichita this year? I thought we had one more year with you.
Nope.
Son of a gun. When do you leave?
Yeah, right after the tour trials.
Is that right? Like directly?
Probably.
Oh my goodness. Well, shoot. Tell Mr. Vatican and everybody you're welcome for sending you another star. There you go. Very nice. Runner-up Joey Grundon there. Off to WSU, the Juggernaut. Juggernaut's got some work to do. They got some other programs that have done a lot of catching up, for darn sure. Speaking of having to do a lot of catching up, here is Riley in the 6th frame. Riley just plumb has to get it together right now, or Riley's gonna grab his dad's video recorder right there and do some damage. So much oil down the lane. If you're bowling on a house condition, that ball would grab at about 40 feet and would just saw that rack apart. On this, you saw that ball get right where just as you know, a bowler's eyes are used to seeing the ball grab and start to hook at that spot, and it won't happen. Doesn't matter who you are. Well, a washout would be a nice first conversion. That's pretty close. And now you see, well, that was a lesson right there and why the scores have been so low today and why this pattern is so challenging. You just try and help it a little bit to the left, try and get the Brooklyn side of that washout, and it doesn't even touch the head pin. He has got 47 through 6. He has got worlds of trouble. Well, and we're just rooting for him to put on a little better show, and same thing's going to happen there. Lucky to not 2-8-10 on only 2 pin there. Hey, ball rep. There's going to be Plank Boy. Get this spare Riley. All right, we're on the board, Riley, as he puts his hands up in a mock celebration. He knows it's been a struggle. Pop is having a giggle. It's nice when you can have fun with the kid and you're not, you know, standing on eggshells and everything. He's a funny guy. Rennell wants none of it at the moment. She just wants to maintain her form. She has clearly been taught the routine here. I'm impressed. I'm impressed with both of them, obviously. Each one of them could have lost their semifinals, by the way. They each were on the bench in the 10th with their opponents a chance to win. Destiny needed a strike to knock out Rennell. Throw a pretty good shot, but didn't get the carry. Leia opened in the 10th, missing a 10 pin, which meant Riley didn't have to mark in the 10th to move on, and it's a good thing because he, I think he guttered in that 10th frame if I remember right. So they dodged bullets. You have to do that in match play. They bowled best of 5 matches in the rounds of 16 and 8, and single games here effectively on the show here, round of 4 and 1, round of 4 and 2, I should say. The next round's the round of 1. They don't have to bowl that one. Well, all right. How many times do you see 2-3 spares in a title match? And the last 3 frames have been shaky, but she's managed to fill 2 out of the 3 of them, and they were both the ones with 3 counts. 3 spare, 6-3, 3 spare. Somewhat unusual. Well, Lancaster, California is going to be really happy with this result either way. It is all Yolande. She leads by 50, does have to win by 29, so she can't let off the gas. Oh, and got real lucky to break up the split there. It doesn't look like Riley is capable of mounting much of a challenge, but just randomly pick one of our handicap division videos and watch it, and you'll see matches turn on their ear in an absolute heartbeat. Youth New Mexico Open comes to mind already this summer when the spray of limbs himself, Mark Sauvé, was uninterested in the title match before going last 4 to snag the win away. Happens all the time, and Rennell's going to miss that spare to give Big Brother a chance here. In addition to being a great bowler, to in development. I don't think I want to ever play poker with Rennell. Eventually, if you get it, you crack a smile out of her. You keep saying enough nice things. But she is stone-faced. She's on the lanes. Yep, just you can't leak the ball to the right like that. He knows he can't leak the ball to the right like that, and it's a lot easier said than done. I wish there was some way, blue oil aside, just to better educate the general public how hard it is to bowl on anything other than house. And the blue oil is a step in the right direction. We just, can't do that at our level all the time. But it's an endemic problem to the sport because no matter what, the general public sees a 60-foot lane, can't see the oil. And it's the beauty of the game is the simplicity, and sort of the Achilles heel of the game is the perceived simplicity when it's anything but. What I'm saying is these guys are good. As bad as it's gone here for Riley, he is far from mathematically out of this match. He's trailing by 52, but gets 28. Yeah, that's better, man. Just crash onto that headpin right now and hope for something makeable. That's the most makeable thing he's left. And then he has nary a mark on the right-hand lane where he's going to have to finish, and he's most likely going to need some combination of marks in the 10th frame, and would need Sis here to have a rather catastrophic 9th and 10th herself. But, as I just said, stranger things have happened. Huge thanks, as always, to Jason, the Luceros, and everybody here at Glenfair. They have done a spectacular job with this center. It gets better every time we go here. They are one of the premier tournament hosts in the Valley at this point. And it's a pleasure to come here for Desert Open, and usually at least one other time throughout the season. Oh no! Real nice ball from Rennell, but no drive, and a wry smile there as she 5-7s with Joey 8-10 in his title match. Such a bittersweet time here as we say goodbye to Beck's off to college, Joey, Eric wrapping it up his career. It's tough for me. We bond. We're a family in every sense of the word, with the ups and downs included. That was a pretty good shot at the split. Oh, just misses it off to the right. So it's back-to-back opens, and Riley did mark. So the lead is now down to 40. Subtract that additional 28, and guess what, folks? It is a 12-pin game. Marc Sauvé, I hope you're watching. I know he watches a lot of those videos. Riley has a chance to pull a Marc Sauvé here. Marc, by the way, dominated qualifying and handicap just as much as Russ Oviatt dominated in scratch, then had a nasty thumb issue in the first round of match play, which he couldn't overcome. 10th frame, oh, it's out to the right. If your shoulders are 1 degree off parallel to the right, the ball will not hit the head pin. Believe it or not, folks, Riley is going to have a chance in the 10th frame here. 150 is the best Rennell can do at this point. Riley can strike out, tall tale as that may sound, for 120. Plus the 20 would only be 148. All right, so spare 9 still wins for Rennell. First things first, tricky cluster. No, she misses it, my goodness. Finishes with 137. For 178. Riley, I said give him the 28, so 98 and the 8. Well, let's see here. Strike spare is 91.10 plus 69 for 179. Riley needs 20 pins in the 10th to win. He needs 20 in the 10th to win. after doing nothing. He's on his spare, so he has to strike in this ball. It's about has to ball in this, strike in this ball to have a chance to win. Has to 9 on this ball to have a chance to tie. He did all of nothing for 8 frames, and here's a chance to win the Desert Open. It's a pretty good shot. Oh, he gets the strike! Spare wins. Spare wins. Mark Sauvé, the spooky ghost of Mark Sauvé must be in the building. Rennell, we almost got a look out of here.
Right.
Yeah, the look of it is, oh! Can this 28. Spare to win. Nine on 2 balls. We have a tie and go to a 2-shot roll-off. We haven't had a single tie in the handicap division match play today. Well, a strike right here, and Riley takes the cactus. Taking extra time here too. No! Well, that is the best possible result for where that ball was headed. That ball was headed straight for the old moat, but he got all the corner pins out, and I'm not going to tell him. He needs to spare it up to win by a pin. He needs to get 3 to tie. Two or less, Rennell wins. Haven't you Ulandays had enough bowling today? Do we need to bring this down to the final shot of the Desert Open? And if there was a shot, even Eric Hatchett could have thrown 5 balls in the amount of time it's taken Riley to finish this frame. He is taking forever. I don't like where he's standing. I would be a lot further right here and avoid that same mistake he just made. It's hard to get 3 on this. I feel like it's either win or loss. No, that's a loss. No, that's a loss. My goodness. Rennell 137 plus the 41 for 178. And Riley 108 plus the 69 for 177. By a pin, here is your Desert Open champion. My goodness. 6-1 to 6-2 in the 10th. Somehow they manage a hug. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, that got interesting at the end, didn't it? This is why you always watch these videos, for weird moments like that. Well, let's try it again in 2 weeks of tour trials, see if we can top that. See if this guy can go out in a win as well.